Big news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. We believe there's a hostage crisis in the Ramban district. 3 suspected terrorists have been seen entering a residential house. Sources say terrorists have taken a hostage as well. The security forces have cordoned off the area. I have Sunil Ji Bhatt on the phone line with me. Sunil Ji, just take us through what's happening on the ground as we speak.
Well, Vedika, early this morning, there were 2 to 3 terrorists who had tried to stop a vehicle, a civilian vehicle on Batot Road. But the alert driver did not stop and he managed to save the occupants of that vehicle. But later on, this group of terrorists lobbed grenades at an army patrol party, and later on a search operation was launched, and now we are learning that there 2 to 3 terrorists have managed to reach a residential area in Batot, and they have entered a house of a civilian. And there is an hostage crisis. That's what we are learning right now. And the security forces have cordoned off the entire area, and there has been some exchange of fire as well.
Sunil Ji, any details on how many hostages have been taken in by the terrorists and how many terrorists are present inside that house?
Well, Vedika, so far the police has not revealed the total number of terrorists right now. But what we are learning from our sources is that 2 to 3 terrorists have managed to enter a residential house, and there are at least 1 to 2 civilians who have been taken hostage by the terrorists. It's a very sensitive situation there right now. The security forces have cordoned off the entire area, and there has been some exchange of fire also. But the priority for security forces right now is to save the lives of the hostages which have been taken by the terrorists.
Sunil Ji, earlier also we've seen in Jammu and Kashmir in a similar situation where the terrorists try to hijack a vehicle. So right at the beginning you did mention that there was an attempt this morning. Could you bring us more details on exactly what had happened?
Well, at around 7:30 in the morning, 2 to 3 suspected terrorists who were in the army fatigues tried to stop a bus. But the alert driver of the bus did not stop, and he drove very fast, and he managed to save the lives of the passengers in the bus. But later on, this group of terrorists lobbed grenades at an army party, and then a search operation was launched, and there was some exchange of firing also. But later on, these terrorists, through the forest area, they managed to reach to this area in Batot, and now they have entered a residential house, and there is a hostage situation there.
All right, so they're in the area called Batot in Ramban area of Jammu and Kashmir is what Sunil Ji has to tell us. There are terrorists holed up inside a house. Hostage or hostages have been also taken in by these terrorists. More details will be available as and when our sources tell India Today more about the developments on this story. Sunil Ji, thanks for joining me on the phone line.